Watch this carefully. Alright, today I'm going to create the best sensitivity of the year for you. First, I selected the medium option from this section. And for the 6x scope in the first part, which is camera sensitivity, I set this scope to 10. I should mention that this section is for before shooting. Then I went to the ADS sensitivity section and enabled this option. And here I also set the 6x scope to 10 so I can control it easily. After that, I went to the gyroscope section. In the gyroscope, I set this scope to 165 so I can use it for both AR weapons and sniper rifles. Then I went to the ADS gyroscope sensitivity section. Here, I always set this scope between 180 and 200, and depending on different phones, this number may vary. And now, here's my 4x scope as well. Watch this. And before we go to the 4x scope settings, let me introduce the sponsor of this program, which has a special discount for you. Running out of credits mid-game? TreeBar has you covered. Top up PUBG Mobile, Free Fire, and more. Fast, reliable, and at great rates. A few clicks, and you're back in action. Top up now via the pinned comment or video description. Alright, for the 4x scope, I set the number 17 in the camera sensitivity section. Then I went to the ADS sensitivity section and set it to 15. After that, I went to the gyroscope section and set the 4x scope to 100. Finally, in the last section, which is ADS gyroscope sensitivity, I set it to 160 so I can easily control the recoil. And now, watch the performance of my 3x scope. Alright, let's move on to the 3x scope settings. I set the 3x scope to 25 in the camera sensitivity section. Then I went to the ADS sensitivity section and set it to 20. After that, I went to the gyroscope section and set the 3x scope to 155. Finally, in the ADS gyroscope sensitivity section, I set it to 255, which was really great for controlling recoil. And now here's the performance of the 2x scope. Alright, for the 2x scope in the camera sensitivity section, I set it to 27. Then in the ADS sensitivity section, I also set it to 27. After that, I went to the gyroscope sensitivity section and set it to 400. And then in the ADS gyroscope sensitivity section, I also set it to 400 because I want to have the highest reaction in relatively close range fights. Alright, for the red dot and holo, I set the camera sensitivity to 55, and then in the ADS sensitivity section, I set it to 45. Next, I went to the gyroscope section and set the red dot and holo to 400. And in the last section, which is ADS gyroscope, I set it to 360, and I really got the best result. And here's my sensitivity for close range combat. Alright, I set the rest of the sections like this. In the camera sensitivity section, I set FPP no scope to 90, and then in the ADS sensitivity section, I also set it to 90. Next, we have another section, camera sensitivity free look. Here, I only set FPP character to 130 and left the other two options untouched. Then I went to the gyroscope section and set both TPP no scope and FPP no scope to 400. And in the last section, which is ADS gyroscope sensitivity, I set these two options to 400 as well. Finally, I saved my sensitivity from here so it stays in my account forever. If this video was helpful, please like it. Also, if you need UC or other digital game products, TreeBar is at your service. Use the pinned comment section to make your purchase. Until the next video, goodbye.